Once, in a small town nestled between ancient forests and misty mountains, the air was thick with anticipation as New Year's Eve approached. The townsfolk were busy preparing for the grand celebration in the town square, adorned with glittering lights and festive decorations. As the clock struck midnight, signaling the arrival of the new year, a mysterious mist began to envelop the town. At first, the residents dismissed it as a peculiar weather phenomenon, but soon they realized it was something far more sinister. The mist seemed to carry with it an eerie, otherworldly presence that sent shivers down their spines. Among the revelers in the town square was a group of friends, Sarah, Alex, and Mark. They decided to venture into the surrounding forest to escape the crowded festivities and enjoy the tranquility of nature. Little did they know, their New Year's Eve would take a terrifying turn. As they ventured deeper into the woods, the mist thickened, reducing visibility to almost nothing. Strange whispers echoed through the trees, making the friends uneasy. Suddenly, they stumbled upon an ancient, dilapidated mansion hidden within the dark embrace of the forest, a mansion that none of them remembered ever seeing before. Despite the eerie aura surrounding the mansion, curiosity got the better of them, and they decided to explore its ominous halls. Creaking floorboards and the distant sound of footsteps added to the sense of dread that hung in the air. The friends discovered a grand ballroom adorned with dusty chandeliers, its walls adorned with portraits of people with hollow eyes and twisted smiles. As they cautiously made their way through the mansion, the whispers grew louder, echoing sinister secrets of the past. They reached the mansion's heart, a room with a grand mirror that seemed to reflect not their own images, but rather distorted, ghastly versions of themselves. The mirror whispered forgotten tales of the mansion's dark history, a cursed family, a tragic New Year's celebration, and vengeful spirits seeking release. The friends realized they were trapped in a time loop, forced to relive the horrors of that fateful night. Desperation set in as they tried to break free, but the mansion seemed to have a malevolent will of its own. The distorted reflections in the mirror reached out, pulling them into a nightmarish reality. The clock struck midnight once more, and the mist began to recede, leaving the mansion to fade back into the shadows of the forest. The townsfolk found no trace of the friends who had vanished into the cursed mansion. The once joyous New Year's celebration now carried a haunting undertone, a reminder of the chilling events that unfolded when the boundary between the living and the supernatural blurred on that fateful night. And so, the small town was left to grapple with the unsettling mysteries hidden within the mist-shrouded woods, waiting for the next New Year's Eve when the veil between the worlds might thin once more. Months passed, and the small town found itself caught in the grip of an eerie stillness. Whispers of the friends' disappearance lingered like a ghostly echo, and a somber mood replaced the once celebratory atmosphere that had defined the town. As the next New Year's Eve approached, a group of paranormal investigators arrived, drawn by the mysterious tale of the Midnight Mirage. Armed with cameras, recording devices, and a determination to uncover the truth, they ventured into the mist-shrouded woods, guided by the faint traces of the friends' last steps. The investigators cautiously entered the ancient mansion, its ominous presence still lingering. Dust-covered chandeliers swung eerily overhead as they explored the grand ballroom with portraits that seemed to watch their every move. The atmosphere grew tense as they reached the room with the grand mirror, the very epicenter of the supernatural occurrences. Recording devices crackled with static as the mirror once again reflected distorted images of the investigators. The whispers grew louder, revealing more details about the cursed family and the vengeful spirits trapped within the mansion's walls. The investigators realized that the friends' fate was intertwined with the malevolent forces that haunted the place. As the clock neared midnight, the mist outside thickened once again, creating an almost impenetrable barrier between the investigators and the outside world. Panic set in as they felt the mansion's grip tighten around them. They frantically searched for a way to break the time loop, to free themselves from the clutches of the vengeful spirits. In a heart-pounding climax, the investigators uncovered a hidden passage leading to a forgotten chamber within the mansion. In that chamber, they discovered a relic, an ancient artifact with the power to break the curse. With seconds to spare before the clock struck midnight, they activated the artifact, releasing a blinding light that engulfed the mansion. As the light faded, the mist lifted, revealing a transformed landscape. The once dilapidated mansion stood restored, and the whisper subsided. The investigators, disoriented but relieved, emerged into the New Year's night, the curse finally broken. The small town, now free from the grip of the supernatural, embraced a new beginning. The tale of the Midnight Mirage became a cautionary legend, a story told around campfires to remind the townsfolk of the thin veil between the living and the otherworldly. And as each New Year's Eve approached, the town held its breath, hoping that the misty mysteries of that fateful night would remain nothing more than a distant memory. The investigators, having broken the curse, became local heroes, celebrated for unraveling the enigma that had haunted the town for so long. Yet, the lingering mysteries of the ancient mansion still stirred questions in the hearts of those who dared to remember. Over the following years, the small town underwent a transformation. The once forgotten mansion became a museum, preserving the artifacts and stories that had been uncovered during the investigation. The grand ballroom, once filled with ghostly whispers, now hosted community events, its walls adorned with the portraits of the cursed family, a testament to the town's resilience in the face of the supernatural. However, the friends who had first ventured into the mist-shrouded woods were never forgotten. Their names were etched onto a memorial plaque in the town square, a solemn reminder of the price paid to break the curse. Locals would gather on New Year's Eve to pay their respects, a tradition that brought a mix of sadness and gratitude for the investigators who had risked everything to bring peace to the town. As the years passed, the misty mountains and ancient forests regained a sense of serenity. The once feared woods became a popular destination for nature enthusiasts, and the town square once again lit up with joyous celebrations every New Year's Eve. Yet, the memory of the Midnight Mirage lingered like a ghostly whisper, ensuring that the tales of that fateful night would be passed down through generations. The paranormal investigators, having fulfilled their mission, moved on to new cases, forever marked by the town that had held the secrets of the supernatural. The artifact they had discovered, now safely displayed in the museum, served as a symbol of courage and resilience against the unknown. And so, the small town continued its journey into the future, forever changed by the events that unfolded during one unforgettable New Year's Eve. As the mist-shrouded woods whispered tales of the past, the townsfolk walked a fine line between reality and the supernatural, always mindful of the delicate balance that bound their world to the mysteries that lurked just beyond the veil.